Hello, fourth graders. I am going to give you a tutorial on adding and subtracting decimals. Please watch this video before you attempt to solve the problems. Remember, today's work is a graded quiz. You can only take it once. And there are a couple things I want to make sure you remember. Please make sure when you are using your scrap paper to write your decimals first. Next, go ahead and stack your numbers. You do not have to have a template for this. My first number is 3 5/10. Now, when you are adding, it is okay to stack in any order. What is not okay is not lining up your digits in the appropriate place. So if you need to, ask yourself these questions. Am I placing the digits in the proper place? Are my decimals in place? So we are going to first line up some decimals. So write decimals on your paper. So if I was working at home, I would have a decimal here and a decimal here. I can set up my problem. And I know that I have my decimal points and I am adding two different numbers. So I have two decimal points. Next, I notice that the 3 is in front of the decimal. And I also know that the 3 is in the ones place. So 3 in the ones place. And 3 in the ones place in front of the decimal. Now I have a digit behind the decimal place. And the first digit behind the decimal place is the 10th. So I am going to take that 5 and place it in the 10th place. Now my first digit is done. Plus 4 3/10. The 4 is in the ones place. The 4 is before the decimal. The 3 is in the 10th place. Let me rewind that for you. There we go. The 3 is in the 10th place. It is behind the decimal. I'm going to place it over here. Now my decimals are all lined up. I'm going to drop that decimal down right now. I'm going to drop it down and then I'm going to solve. And you're going to solve the way that you would normally solve when you were adding numbers. 5 plus 3. 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's go over to the ones. 3 plus 4. 7. When I write my answer in the answer section, I am going to make sure to not leave any spaces. 7, decimal point 8. And the decimal point is the bottom row, the first row after the space bar, or the first row on top above the space bar. 7, decimal 8. My answer is 7 8/10.